Hey, welcome back to Happy Little No Trees. We are here working on a short film that I am regrading after having already done it once before in the past. I know I'm one of the actors in it. It was just a funsy. But we already kind of did our look depth. If you're watching on the shorts, it's going to speed up now and get this entire session condensed down to like a minute or so. But hit the link below to hop over to the long version. And yeah, we'll see you over there. If you're watching from the previous videos, this is just trying to do a workflow on a short film to see how that works on the YouTube. So please like, subscribe, do all those other YouTube things if you kind of like this actual real workflow versus here's the really cool thing you can do on this one shot that I'm working on. I don't know. But I like you guys. It's fun. Leave comments. Talk to me. Because I will... If this takes off and starts doing well, I'll read the comments. I'll talk to you guys. I'll answer them. I'm usually down there in the chat, feeling around, chit-chatting it up. Let's update our thumbnails. And the other thing that, we're having issues with is our DCTL. So we're going to just go with our playback. We're going to go with clip, timeline, and just kind of tell it, delete the render cache because I don't know what's going on. Yes, delete the project cache, restart all that. And we're going to just restart Resolve for right now. I know, it sucks. Close window, quit Resolve. Yeah, the funny thing is I didn't do it when I ended the video last time. And so now I need to restart my Resolve because I was silly. There was something really happening every once in a while. I think it's just something in the Davinci 19 build that DCTLs on some OFX get a little funky. And we are back up. Wow, that loaded up quick. That is nice. So yeah, we're right back where we were. We're kind of working through this scene here. You can see all my thumbnails updated correctly, representing that. We've already done the look dev portion of our stuff, and now it's just dialing it in. So we're working on this new scene here that ends right around here. That kind of jumps through here. This is actually the meat of the short film. So the original premise was, and I'll be honest, like one of the things that I sit here in my little studio, in my little box, all the time, and my kids come over and say, "Hey, Daddy's working. Can you play with us?" And I'm like, "No, I can't really play with you." And so it was just one of those things of like, let's set this as our ground truth. So we have this shot of me, or this character named Spooth, and then this shot. These are like our two main shot angles in this segment. So we can kind of just pick here and there. And so we're just going to work on this one for right now. Kind of just bringing in what do we want to shape with the look. And kind of put it around. Yeah, there is light coming from the one side of the room. And this is just linear gain. Going to bring our gamma back down and in. Kind of pop this up a notch. But you can see we're rolling. Just soften it up. Just working nice and easy. Get this weird skin tone push. I want to put the shadows down into the blue thunder. And yeah. And then do we do anything with the sat here? We don't really want to tweak it. No, we're just going to double check where my skin is sitting and kind of go back to the color balance, and we're going to just get that looking nice. I kind of want it to be somewhat consistent across the board. I do like being able to know, all right, on the shadow side I'm pushing a little magenta, pushing a little harder red, and trying to get so this is actually fun. Little task. if anyone can drop in the comments and tell me what I'm looking at in terms of not just lighting, but also just skin tone. And you can see it there. There's really good side lighting. This room is a bit warm, and so that is the one thing that I'm a little might just kick a little bit. Because we don't really have much color saturation. That back wall is very gray. I'm going to just dive that down. That red sat sitting right fine. We might want to just bring in and do a thing. Where did it go? Trim, saves, common tools. Yeah, this actually might be fun. This might be a fun one. Ooh, they're doing construction. So we lower the contrast of just the red. Let's see. Yeah. That is just... It's giving me that red density. And really just giving it up. And we are hot somewhere too on that red. And we might, so that's going to be somewhere around here that we want to. That right side of the image is very warm. With saturation out, and we'll probably trim at the high just a little bit. Yeah, that is. Find out where it is popping off in this image. I think it's. Oh, yeah, it's that little bit right there. So, yeah. So we're just going to hop over here and maybe fiddle with that a little bit more with where we're going with that. And now, it's dark on the one side, it's very warm. We're probably feeling a little too warm. And is that just the mask contrast that we introduced? That gave us all that separation from the back. Because that before, so like right here, what the problem is like we're looking at something that you can see in the vein of what skin tones exist, where we're tied to that back wall a lot, but when we drop in that mask contrast, the back wall is now separated from me quite a bit. Just turning that on and off. Fascinating. Because we did tweak. This is a weird tool. That I still don't understand how it works sometimes, because like if I turn it off, that's what I'm looking at in terms of skin tone, and when I turn it on, it is redunculous. So this is very washed out, very light. This is getting just shaping a lot of that and pushing down. So our skin tones are actually just right, and it's not bad. And we just shaped everything around slightly differently. We pivoted. Let's see. That's working. That actually feels a lot nicer, and that means that's with this pop of red. I can give a little color back to my skin, just slightly. In fact, yeah, that's fine. And so that becomes ground truth for this shot, which starts off blurry, kind of just drifts. The camera lost focus a little bit. And we can kind of play around with how that's sitting here, right? This is all one simple shot. So the thing is, this was actually a pick-me-up shot that was filmed by me, like with nobody else in the room, and the camera was on a tripod and extended off. I wish I had a good photo of it, so you can see, yeah, that lighting makes sense when you hop over here. We're kind of staying consistent through this section, and now we need Mr. Ghosty to match. He's giving off some glow over there. He's a little bright to trot. And kind of just shaping based on what we want the room to be more than anything. Because he's dark, he's in the closet. He's going to come out of the closet. And we're warm. Alright, where it is hot up, I'm going to pull that back. You can see with how much glow there is in this image, it doesn't take much before your gamma starts messing with my ghosty friend here. So we'll just bring this up a little bit, but not too much, because whatever light, what I didn't do, and yeah, I wonder, I debate doing this just because it does it'll keep that contrast line the same throughout. That's where we fiddle farted around, and we could be correct on that. What is going on when you have that? It is a really weird thing that is going on with that turned on. So that's nothing. Oh, that's why it's jumping around. It thinks my layer mixer is all freaked out. That's why you can't turn this one off. Oh, I didn't really realize that. Because this one is off too. There's nothing coming in and then over the top of the image when you turn it off. Interesting. That's why. And this is just for diagnostics. So now we can kind of see what's going on. Much different. Yeah, much better. That is our ghosty friend here. We're going to go copy and paste this over. Didn't really realize that when I set this node tree up, that if I turn this node off, it's going to have such a negative effect on what's going on. Mostly because these are things that get layered back in to how things are going. So this is same, not much of a change. Ghosty turns around, how's he looking? And we're still sitting with this here. And now we're going to cut back to this interview stage, which, if we did our job right early on, should match up with this look. Back over there, I'm going to just bring that over. And everything else is sitting the same. And these might get revisited because they're the interview segments, so they're their own thing. Right there, this one needs to get picked up with this. And still riding high and flying a kite. If anyone knows what flying a kite in my life is a reference to, yeah, that'd be fun. Actually, let's see how that goes. So that would actually be similar to this because it's the same angle, it's just not showing me. Right there, and we might be able to just crimp down a little bit more on that. And all this is still built up like this, working hard now. This is a close-up version. Boom, and through. Yeah. That is that. And now there's a couple other shots that are built in to this before we get to the next scene, which is these shots in the hallway. So we can just make sure this is not changing from this because it was all the same, and same. All right, this one should actually be closer to this shot. Let's see how that feels. But as we're flipping back and forth, this might be what we're gonna do, and just make it feel a little bit brighter. And be okay with that. And then that's gonna cut. That's the last time I'm in that room. And I'm just running with my chicken head cut off because that's what we're doing to this section. And that's a completely different scene. And so yeah, we're working our way through. I think overall, just thinking through working while talking, fascinating concept. I don't know how this is going to go, if you guys are going to like these videos at all, or like this series of videos, but please like, subscribe, and do all those other YouTube things. But we're several scenes in. If you're looking across the top on the shot counter, we are clipped through here. So we got about 45 shots, the total in this short film. Let's just see why that's where that yelled. And 91, and then there's another timeline with some shots as well. So it's like 120 shots for a decent short film. I'll probably get this finished in a day as a first pass very easily. But we are talking and going on a little journey together, watching these clips, working through them, and thinking about how to work on them. And yeah, there is that. Right there, slime on the wall. But I think the first one we did a lot more with look dev, and then jumped into the first pass from there. And then with the second video, so we're only at like an hour, and we're about 50 shots through first pass. It's a little slow, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, when you come back, we'll be looking at these shots. So, till then, hopefully you have a good, happy little note tree and have enjoyed my rambling monologue of this short film. If you like this, please like, subscribe, do all those other YouTube things, and I'll see you on the flip side.